So, the Betfred Derby run in honour of His Highness the Aga Khan. The 18 runners all leave the starting stalls. All got away okay. Damas has jumped well on the outside. The Lion in Winter and also Sea Scout moving forward amongst the high numbers. Lambourn being rousted up to go forward. Delacroix and Tornado Alert just behind the lead with Midak and Lazy Griff, another one who's making the way forward in the early stages. Rogue Impact, also the grey Night Walker a little bit outpaced and shunted along. And Nighttime Dancer another. So Lambourn and Sea Scout as they've cut the corner. Damas is keen just behind the leaders. Spot that big white face. Likewise Pride of Arras. The Lion in Winter slotting in but is still wide. Lazy Griff comes next. Tornado Alert. Delacroix just shuffled back into just worse than mid-division at this stage with the French Raider New Ground on that one's outside. So as they settle down, it's Sea Scout and Lambourn who head the field. Lazy Griff on the running rail. Midak in the Aga Khan's colours. Damas has been posted 3 wide and been keen. Behind that one is Pride of Arras, Tornado Alert, Tuscan Hills on the rail. The green team are together. Green Storm and the Grey Owl Wassel Storm. Then towards the inside, Stanhope Gardens of Tennessee Stud and New Ground is under restraint behind the Lion of Winter. Delacroix has got a long way back. He's third last now from Night Walker and Nighttime Dancer. Lambourn pressing the pace. Leads by over a length from Sea Scout. The gallop is honest. A couple of lengths back to Lazy Griff, who's on the inside of Midak as they make the descent with Damasus on the outside of Tuscan Hills. Pride of Arras travels okay in midfield. Tornado Alert comes next with Green Storm, Stanhope Gardens. The Lion in Winter is 3 wide and Lambourn still presses on here. It's been a relentless gallop from the front end as Lambourn it is who leads the turn downhill. Sea Scout in second. Gaps opened up to third. A look over from Christophe Soumillon on Lazy Griff, who races in third from Midak. Delacroix being hard ridden right at the back of the pack as his stable companion Lambourn leads Sea Scout on the home turn. Midak for the Aga Khan racing on the outside of Lazy Griff. Behind those in 5th place is Tuscan Hills. Damasus comes next. Pride of Arras is being ridden along the Lion in Winter. Delacroix is long way back. He's beginning to side through the field in the purple colours down towards the inside. Lambourn's made the best of his way home. Lazy Griff comes out of the pack. Behind these Midak, Sea Scout, Stanhope Gardens staying on. Then Tornado Alert, Lambourn still relentless out in front for Wayne Lorden. Lazy Griff, out of the pack comes Green Storm, but they're all surely just placing Lambourn's shadow here. Lambourn is about 4 lengths clear from Lazy Griff. Stanhope Gardens, New Ground staying on from a mile back. It's Lambourn clear for Wayne Lorden and Aidan O'Brien, and Lambourn's run them ragged in the Derby. Beat Lazy Griff, Tennessee Stud, New Ground and Stanhope Gardens in a blanket finish for some of the outsiders behind. Tornado Alert was next, then Green Storm, Midak faded, Sea Scout, Delacroix and Nightwalker never seen with chances. Rogue Impact, the Lion in Winter, all the way back to Damasus. Pride of Arras has trailed in as well with Tuscan Hills. Lambourn pressed the pace and just kept on rolling. Lazy Griff, Tennessee Stud second and third. New Ground fourth. Stanhope Gardens in a race that was really broken apart by the proven stamina. Wayne Lorden was not afraid to play that card from a long way out, and he just kept on rolling. Aidan O'Brien lands the double of the Oaks and the Derby. This one partnered by Wayne Lorden,
who wins the Derby in his 9th ride. 11 for Aidan O'Brien, 12 for the Coolmore team. Wow, Lambourn, Johnny, in front, and he never comes back.
It never comes back, Ed. He was given a great ride by Wayne Lorden. He was no doubts about his stamina. He went out in front. Richard Hutton says it. They went a good gallop, and he pressed on coming down the hill. He was guaranteed to stay. He's so fit. Wayne got the fractions right. You knew from here. You knew he wasn't coming back.
How much of this was tactics and how much of it was him being the best horse in the race?
Well, I think, to be honest, we have to go back to the start. And we often focus on that final 100 yards and how well they're going at that particular point. But the pack were coming, they were closing. Going up the hill after the start, he wasn't the quickest away. And he had to use petrol to get where he was. So I think he's a good winner. We've got to upgrade it.
And it's confirmation of the form from the Chester Vase, because Lazy Griff, second to Lambourn there. Lambourn was the winner. And he is the horse that is able to use that big stride. He was able to float down the hill. He was quite a laid-back individual. He's even having a bit of a shout and a show-off in the paddock before the race, and he has really just run away with this Derby of 2025, and hats off to his jockey Wayne Lorden for an inspired ride.
Well, Wayne is a big part of the team down there. He rides a lot of the horses when Ryan is not there. So this will mean a lot to him. You know, this is not the first time that Aidan has won it with a second string or a third string. They're all trained to the minute to run their best race here today. And as you say, he was a very, very good winner.
Second, Lady Griff. Third is Tennessee Stud. James Gibbon on the left. Pat Keating has led up yet another Derby winner. Well done, Pat. And he was second yesterday in the Oaks. First today, Wayne Lorden.
Congratulations to Wayne Lorden. Wayne, talk me through what was going through your mind as you came down Tattenham Corner.
I knew he'd gone a good gallop, but his ears were pricked. I knew he'd plenty left. He's a horse that we've always felt to stay as well. So I just thought anybody to get to me will have to stay well, and it'll be tough for them.
But were you surprised at all that nothing came at you all the way up the straight, having got the gallop that you did?
I wasn't really, because my horse was going forward underneath me. So I thought it'd take a fair one to come and get him.
And Wayne, your 9th Derby ride this is. What does it mean to win it?
Look, it's one of the greatest races for any jockey that wants to start out. All they ever want to do is win a Derby, and I work for Aidan and Ballydoyle, Coolmore, so I'm in a lucky position that I get to ride a horse like this.
Well done. And for Anna, for you to lead up a Derby winner?
It's just unreal. I can't believe it. I'm so happy.
Were you always confident he was going to hold on?
I had a feeling, but you never know.
Well, congratulations to you all. Well done to Pat on the far side as well. Enjoy another one.
Here is our Betfred Derby hero, the 246th running. Yet again, it's Coolmore. Yet again, it is Aidan O'Brien. Quite extraordinary. Well, fair play to Midland Park, second with Lazy Griff at 50 to 1. The winner available at 10 to 1 earlier on, went off at 13 to 2, was pretty well backed each way. Tennessee Stud was third at 28 to 1, New Ground fourth. If you had first five, some bookmakers were paying first five. That was Stanhope Gardens who was fifth. And if you watched the opening show this morning, Francesca tipped up the winner. Kevin Blake's had the tri-cast. He's had the tri-cast in the Derby with the second and third. Stride pattern, I'm starting to believe Kevin Blake now. Wow. Hope Callum Best's watching and on again. He's a big Kevin Blake follower. But here's our winner. MV Magna is going to lead in another Derby winner. Derek Smith on the left there as we look. Hopefully Anna will still be allowed to lead in the winners. She deserves to do as the winning groom. No show from Delacroix. No show from Pride of Arras. It's Lambourn who won the Derby.